Hi again then guys, and welcome to another installment of Pumping Iron on Forza Horizon 3. This is a review series for the old and new muscle cars in the game. And this one is not just older, it is certainly a classic, but it is an icon. One of the best known muscle cars, one of the most instantly recognisable, and possibly the most infamous NASCAR of all time. The Dodge Daytona Charger, aka the Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird. Now this car is, I believe, a barn find, if I remember correctly. You can pick it up pretty easily in the auction house with a quoted price of 900,000 credits, making it very expensive for a muscle car. Now you don't necessarily need to pay that price, but the question remains, for such an iconic and such a respected car, does it actually live up to the hype on Horizon 3? And more importantly, does it have racing potential? Well, let's break it down, compare it to the other muscle cars, and find out. First of all, we have the handling, and for the handling on this car, both in stock and tuned form put together, I'm going to give it a 3. And the reason why is because although it's not strictly speaking a bad handling car, the sheer size and weight of the vehicle, especially in stock form, but the size still applies in tuned form, makes it quite cumbersome on twisty circuits, on off-road circuits, and although it's far from being undrivable, of course not, you could easily win in one, the simple fact is that that size is inferior to some other muscle cars. It's not as manoeuvrable, it's a simple fact. As far as the acceleration goes, I'm going to give it a 4, because in stock form it's already pretty strong, but not amazing. It's not Dodge Dart level, but when tuned it's very good as well. Again, not the fastest muscle car in the game, but it can definitely keep up with any of the other muscle cars quite well. As far as top end speed though, I am giving it a full 5, because unlike most of the other muscle cars, it's already very good for top speed. Most of the muscle cars, even the iconic ones, have really bad gear ratios, really underperforming gearboxes from back then, and you just can't get the best top end speed out of them without upgrades. This one is already pretty good. It can handily outrun most of the other stock muscle cars. As far as value for money, I'm going to give it a 3, because the 900,000 credit price is way too high, but then again, is it? It's such an iconic car, so you decide. And the fact that you can win the car or get it from the auction house does help out. The reason why I'm giving it a 3 though is because, again, the value is very, very high, which is understandable, and for such an iconic car and such a valuable car, it doesn't necessarily dominate, even in the classic muscle category, as much as you might like it to, and that might disappoint some people. It's not a disappointing car, but if your expectations are ultra high for it, then you will be. As far as usability, finally, I am going to give the car a 4 though, because it starts off in the C class, and that is excellent for this car. It gives it a huge range of usability all the way up to S2, and the fact that it was developed for motorsport means that you do have an advantage in that regard over many of the other classic muscle cars. And overall, as a tabulation of those 5 categories put together, I am giving the Daytona Charger an overall score of 76. But that's it overall for this particular pick. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.